Okay, welcome back everybody. In this video tutorial, we will be taking a look at the Revolve command to create the bushing from Activity 2.1.5 CAD model features. And taking a look here, this is what PLTW has provided for us as an IPT. And running out here, taking a look at the packet they've also provided for us, we can see the Revolve command and some of the things that they're wanting us to do. Wanting to go in and show you how to go about doing this. It's relatively easy. If we come out here and go into our Revolve command, okay, we can see how the profile is automatically picked for us. It's a closed profile. It's smart enough to detect that. And then we can come out here and just simply select the axis and say okay. And then from there, it's basically that easy. We can see how everything has been consumed from the axis to the profile, and we can see how we now have that 360-degree profile. 360-degree revolution to create that bushing. Once again, I'd like to go ahead and just talk a little bit more about this, show you some of the behind-the-scenes work that PLTW has done in order to get us to that point. I'd like for you to see how that's done so you have a better idea of this. So what I've done is just simply created a simple profile to create a very similar bushing like we had before. And I have just gone out there and just simply sketched that, starting from my origin a distance away, but it is horizontal with that. Everything has been constrained. I haven't applied any dimensions to it because, well, I just want to speed the process up. Okay, but in this case, if this is the profile that we wanted to revolve around an axis, okay, all we'd have to do, since we have our origin right here, is come out here and basically ask ourselves which axis that needs to be revolved around. In this case, it'd be the y-axis. So I just right-click here and turn the visibility on for that axis. Now that my profile is done and my axis has been thrown out there into our drawing area, I can now say Finish Sketch and simply do the same thing we just did before. Okay, go to Revolve. It's smart enough to detect that profile. We can come out here, go to Axis, and we can see how it will go ahead and revolve that around it. Okay, going back and undoing that, so you have a couple more options here. If we're going to Revolve, go to Axis again. Right now it's currently at a full revolution, 360 degrees. We do have the ability to indicate where to revolve this, as well as between. And then we also have the ability to go out here and select an angle. Okay, so we can go 90, 180 for a half revolution, or we can go to 3/4 with 270, or whatever you need in this case. We can say 15 even. All right, they all work, and that's just through your angle for your extents. Okay, I'd like to go back in here and do a couple things. Let's first talk about if we had a hole and we knew that the hole was, say, a diameter of 1, we could come back in here to our sketch and we could say that the distance between the origin and this point, okay, would be half a diameter of 1. So in this case, it'd be a radius of 0.5. We could go ahead and select that. Okay, finish our 2D sketch. And by using Revolve and a full extents on that, we could easily, through revolution, go ahead and create that hole as part of our revolution, instead of having to come back in using hole command or extrude, whatever you'd like. So you can actually cut out a couple steps by using Revolve. Okay, a couple of the things I'd like to just point out. Okay, if we come out here, we can come in here. We'll just go ahead and delete this line. Let's just see how this reacts if we try to revolve this. Okay, so the profile isn't completely closed. We can come out here now and say Revolve. Okay, the profile, we can come out here and we can try to grab this stuff. We can see it will not revolve because there isn't a full profile. Okay, so keeping that in mind, okay, if that's ever the case, go back, check your work, edit your sketch, use extend or whatever you need to do. Make sure that profile is completely closed. We can now go back and revolve and we can see it's been highlighted. We know that that has been fixed. Sometimes if you go out here to do this, okay, depending on maybe by accident you checked this box instead of this box, this is solid or this is surface. Okay, if we come out here and we do our revolution, it will work. Unfortunately though, people, okay, that is going to be coming through a surface. Okay, there is no true mass properties behind this because it's not true a true solid. So if you're getting that transparent look to it and you haven't gone up here and done an override or assigned a material like some sort of transparent glass or plastic, you know more than likely you've probably gone in here and chosen surface versus solid. All right, so you're gonna have to go back and undo that and change it to where that's a solid instead. So another thing to keep in mind. So anyway, so just a couple things there to keep in mind. Let's say that in this case we didn't want that hole. You could just simply come out here, edit your sketch. In this case, if we don't want that hole, we want that to be a full extrusion. Say 0, we can 0 that out to the origin, finish our 2D sketch, and come out here and do a revolve along our axis. You can see in this case that there will be no hole there, okay? So a little planning and preparation ahead of time, you can do a lot with this. It's a great tool to have, saves you a lot of time instead of doing multiple extrusions stacked on top of each other with multiple sketches. Keep that revolve in mind next time. Think about your, once again, your preparation and planning. You can do a lot with it up front instead of having to do multiple steps down the road. So there you go. That's Revolution for Activity 2.1.5 CAD model features.